I stand by the window of our 15th floor apartment, gazing at Elliott Bay shimmering under Christmas lights. Seattle, December 2023, snow falls gently, blanketing Pine Street. The scent of Starbucks coffee drifts up from the corner, mingling with festive air. I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, gripping a glass of red wine. Today's our 40th wedding anniversary with Maris, but the dining table holds only me. Red roses, flickering candles, an empty chair across. Maris said she's on a business trip, some conference in Chicago. Crazy busy, honey, she said over the phone, her voice as sweet as ever. I smiled, believed her, like I have for 4 decades. Then her phone, left on the kitchen counter, buzzes. The screen lights up. A text pops, Torrin. Hotel, 8 p.m. My heart clenches, like someone squeezing it dry. I stare at the text, hands trembling. Who's Torrin? Torrin Blake, her boss. Or a stranger? I unlock the phone, password still our wedding date, June 14, 1983. Another text appears, don't let Soren know. Blood rushes to my head, burning. Our anniversary, and she's not in Chicago. She's here, in Seattle, with someone. I slump into a chair, eyes locked on the wedding photo on the shelf. Maris, in her white dress, beaming, arms around me under Seattle rain. 40 years, 2 kids, countless fights and makeups. I worked 80-hour weeks, gave up my engineering dreams to raise our family, to let Maris chase her marketing career. Now it feels like a cruel joke. Calm down, Soren, I mutter, but a voice screams inside, she's lying. I call Maris. 3 rings. Soren, honey, she answers, voice syrupy. Conference is hectic, I'll be back soon. I ask, throat dry, where are you? She chuckles softly, Chicago, Hilton Hotel. What's up? I whisper, just, miss you, and hang up, fingers crushing the phone. I stand, walk to the kitchen counter, and open the tracking app Maris installed on her phone. A red dot blinks, Fairmont Hotel, 2 miles away. Not Chicago. Not the Hilton. I grab my coat, car keys, then pause. The wedding ring on my finger glints under the candlelight, heavy as my entire life. I slide it off, set it on the table, but slip it back on, afraid of losing myself. I drive through Seattle's streets, Christmas lights blurring in my eyes. Church bells echo, but they only make me colder. Shock floods me, a tsunami wiping out every trust. Maris was everything, her smile, her eyes, her laugh. I remember meeting her, 22, under Seattle rain. She said, Soren, you're my home. That home's collapsing. I wonder, where did I go wrong? Was I not enough? Or were 4 decades just an illusion? In the car, I pull up our wedding photo on my phone. Maris hugs me, our son Ethan and daughter Lila grinning beside us. Ethan, now 35, has his own family. I want to call him, spill everything, but stop. Dad can't do this, I think. Loneliness chokes my chest. Outside, an old man walks, carrying a bag of Christmas gifts, steps slow. Is he happy, I wonder, or lost like me? At 65, I'm facing not just betrayal but the fear of losing it all, family, legacy, meaning. I breathe deep, trying to tame the rage. Don't act rashly, Soren, I tell myself. I need the truth, not blind revenge. But my feet carry me into the Fairmont's lobby, its golden lights mocking my frozen heart. Love, no matter how strong, can shatter in a moment. I thought marriage was untouchable, but now, standing before the Fairmont's elevator, I realize, nothing's guaranteed forever. That text isn't just betrayal, it's a mirror, showing my own blindness. My smartwatch buzzes, heart rate spiking. Seattle glows outside, but I'm adrift. The elevator doors open. Where's Maris? Who's she with? What will I see? The Fairmont's elevator doors opened, but I froze. Couples laughed in the lobby, their joy a knife in my chest. I couldn't face it, not yet. I drove home, the Seattle snow heavier now, Christmas lights mocking my shattered world. It's December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, sitting at our apartment's dining table the next morning. The table's set for breakfast, waffles, maple syrup, coffee steaming, but the air feels cold. Maris is back, humming in the kitchen, her red scarf draped over a chair. She's acting normal, like nothing happened, like that text from Torin never existed. My wedding ring feels tighter, a noose around my finger. I want to scream, demand answers, but something holds me back. Doubt? Fear? Or the ghost of 40 years together? I sip my coffee, watching her move, searching for a crack in her facade. Maris sits across from me, her smile soft but distant. Good trip? I ask, voice steady despite the storm inside. Exhausting, she says, cutting a waffle. Chicago was freezing, and the conference dragged. Her eyes don't meet mine. I grip my mug, knuckles white. Chicago, huh? I say, probing. She nods, launching into a story about a keynote speaker, but her words blur. I'm replaying last night's red dot on the Fairmont map, 2 miles from here. My smartwatch buzzes, heart rate's up again. I open her phone's calendar when she steps away to refill her coffee. No conference listed. Just a blocked-off evening, meeting, 8 p.m. I lean back, chest tight. She's lying, and I'm drowning in the silence between us. Soren, you okay? Maris asks, returning. You look pale. I force a smile. Just tired, I lie, mirroring her. I call Vesper Lane, my old friend, later that day. She's 60, sharp, always blunt. We meet at a Starbucks on Pike Place, the market buzzing with holiday shoppers. Something's off with Maris, I say, voice low. Vesper sips her latte, eyes narrowing. Spill it, Soren. I hesitate, then show her the texts. Her face hardens. Maris is under crazy pressure at work, she says. Her boss, Torin, is a snake. She told me she feels invisible at home, like you two stopped talking. I flinch. Invisible? I've been here, always. That's no excuse, I snap. Vesper sighs. I'm not excusing her. Just saying she's human. Don't do anything stupid, talk to her first. I nod, but my mind's racing. Maris, invisible? What else don't I know? Back home, I sit alone, staring at our wedding photo. I flash back to 1983, Maris and I dancing under string lights, her laughter filling the air. We were 25, broke, but unstoppable. She'd drag me to art galleries, I'd teach her to fix carburetors. When did we stop sharing those moments? I think of our son, Ethan, now 35 with his own kids. I want to call him, tell him his mom's tearing us apart, but I can't. Loneliness creeps in, heavier than last night. Outside, Seattle's alive, carolers, shoppers, families. I'm a stranger in my own city, 65 and questioning everything. Did I miss the signs? Was I too focused on providing, on being the rock, that I forgot how to love her right? Maris comes home, her scarf now around her neck. Busy day, she asks, casual. Yeah, I mutter, eyes on her phone. She grabs it, types something, then slips it into her purse. My stomach twists. Who's she texting? Torin? I want to grab the phone, demand the truth, but Vesper's words echo, talk to her. I don't. Not yet. I need more proof, need to know how deep this betrayal runs. Marriage needs dialogue, I get that now, but how do you talk when every word feels like a lie? I watch Maris head to the bedroom, her steps light, unaware of the storm brewing. I'm not ready to confront her, but I'm not letting this go. Where is she going next? Who is she meeting? Seattle streets pulse with Christmas cheer, but I'm a ghost among the crowds. It's December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, driving through Pine Street's glow, the snow thicker now, clinging to my windshield. Church bells ring from a nearby cathedral, their chimes heavy, like they're tolling for my marriage. Maris's live from yesterday, Chicago, Hilton, the conference, sits like a stone in my gut. That red dot on her phone's map, pointing to the Fairmont, haunts me. I didn't confront her at breakfast, didn't have the guts. But tonight, I'm done waiting. Her phone buzzed again this afternoon, another text she hid. I'm following her now, my old Ford trailing her sleek BMW through the city. My smartwatch hums, heart rate's climbing. The wedding ring on my finger feels like a shackle, but I can't take it off. 40 years with Maris, and I'm chasing her like some detective in a bad movie. I park a block from the Fairmont, where her car pulls in. The hotel's golden lights spill onto the snow, mocking the darkness inside me. Maris steps out, her red scarf bright against her black coat, and hurries inside. I wait, breath fogging the windshield, then follow. The lobby's warm, filled with holiday chatter, but I'm ice cold. I scan the crowd, no Maris. My phone pings. I check her calendar again, hacked from last night's snooping. Dinner, 7 p.m., Fairmont. No names, no details. I head to the restaurant, heart pounding. Through the glass doors, I spot her at a corner table, laughing, her hand brushing someone's arm. A man. My stomach lurches. Is that Torin? I can't see his face, but her smile, God, that smile, cuts deeper than any knife. I step back, hiding behind a Christmas tree, its ornaments glinting like my fading trust. Soren, you're losing it, I mutter, but I can't stop. I text Vesper, my friend, who's probably sipping wine at home. She's at the Fairmont again. With someone. Vesper replies fast, don't make a scene. Come over, we'll talk. I don't answer. Talking won't fix this. I slip into the bar next to the restaurant, order a whiskey, and watch from the shadows. Maris leans closer to the man, her laugh carrying over the jazz music. I remember that laugh, our first date, 1978, when she spilled coffee on my shirt and giggled. We were 22, dreaming big. Now, at 65, I'm dreaming of answers. Why, Maris? I whisper to my glass. The bartender glances over, but I wave him off. Loneliness wraps around me, tighter than the Seattle cold. I think of our son, Ethan, 35, with his kids. I can't tell him his mom's breaking us. Not yet. Flashback to 1985, Maris and I fighting over bills, Ethan crying in his crib. She yelled, "You're never here, Soren." I was working double shifts, trying to be the provider. Did I drift too far? Did I make her feel alone? Back in the bar, I watch her stand, hug the man, and head toward the elevators. My hands shake. I want to storm over, demand the truth, but Vesper's words echo, talk to her. I don't. I need more than suspicions, I need proof. Trust is a fragile thing, and mine's crumbling. I finish my whiskey, the burn doing nothing for the ache. Maris disappears into the elevator. Who's she meeting? Where's she going next? I'm not confronting her tonight, but I'm not giving up. I'll find the truth, no matter how much it hurts. Seattle's Fairmont Hotel glows like a beacon, but inside, I'm sinking. It's December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, hunched in the hotel bar, the jazz music a dull hum against my racing thoughts. Last night, I saw Maris with a man, her laugh cutting me deeper than any blade. I didn't confront her, couldn't. But today, I'm back, driven by a gnawing need for proof. My wedding ring digs into my finger, a reminder of 40 years now teetering on a lie. Maris said she's at a team dinner tonight, but her phone, which I checked before she left, showed another blocked-off evening, meeting, Fairmont, 8 p.m. The snow outside falls heavier, blanketing Seattle's streets, but it can't cover the truth. My smartwatch buzzes, heart rate spiking again. I'm done guessing. Tonight, I'll get answers, even if they destroy me. I slip into the hotel restaurant, staying low behind a potted fern. Maris is there, same corner table, her red scarf draped over the chair. She's with him again, Torrin Blake, her boss, I'm sure of it now. His slick suit and smug grin scream arrogance. Maris laughs, her hand grazing his. My chest burns. I pull out my phone, hands shaking, and snap photos through the glass. The flash goes off, damn it. A waiter glances over, but I duck, heart pounding. The pictures are blurry, but clear enough. Maris, Torrin, too close. I text Vesper, my friend, the only one I trust. It's her boss. Photos. She calls instantly. Soren, get out of there, she says, voice sharp. This isn't you. Don't let anger win. I grit my teeth. She's betraying me, Vesper. I need proof. She sighs. Maris is drowning in work stress. She feels unseen at home. I'm not saying it's right, but don't burn your life down. Come to my place, talk it out. I hang up, her words stinging. Unseen? I've been her rock for decades. I retreat to the bar, order a bourbon, and stare at the photos. Maris's smile mocks me. I flash back to 1990, when she got her first big promotion. We celebrated with cheap wine, dancing in our tiny apartment, Ethan asleep in the next room. She said, Soren, you make me believe in myself. When did I stop being enough? My phone pings, Maris's calendar syncs a new entry, Torrin, drinks, tomorrow. Rage bubbles, but Vesper's voice lingers, don't burn your life down. I want to smash the glass, confront them now, but she's right, revenge won't heal this. I need to be smart. I forward the photos to my email, evidence for, what? Divorce? Confrontation? I don't know yet. The bartender refills my drink, his pitying look worse than the bourbon's burn. Loneliness hits hard, at 65, I'm fighting for a marriage that might already be dead. Back home, Maris is asleep, her phone on the nightstand. I don't touch it, can't stomach more lies tonight. I sit in the living room, the Christmas tree's lights casting shadows on our wedding photo. I think of Ethan, 35, with his kids. If I tell him, it'll break his world too. Trust is a house of cards, and Maris is pulling it down. Vesper's advice echoes, talk, don't destroy. But how do you talk to someone who's already gone? I'm not ready to face her, but I'm not backing off. I'll keep watching, keep digging. What's Maris hiding? What will I do with the truth? Seattle's snow falls like a curtain, hiding the city's glow, but it can't hide the truth anymore. It's December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, sitting in my darkened apartment, the Christmas tree's lights casting a sickly glow on the wedding photo across the room. Maris is out again, another teen dinner at the Fairmont, but I know better. Last night, I snapped photos of her with Torrin Blake, her boss, their hands too close, her smile too warm. My wedding ring burns my finger, a 40-year promise now a lie. My smartwatch buzzes, heart rate's through the roof. I've been dodging Vesper's calls, her warnings to talk, not destroy. But I'm past talking. I need proof, undeniable, to face the betrayal eating me alive. Tonight, I'll get it, even if it breaks me. I grab my phone, hands trembling, and dial Torrin's number, pulled from Maris's contacts last night. My breath catches as it rings. A man answers, voice smooth, arrogant. Torrin Blake. I freeze, then hear her, Maris's laugh in the background, light and carefree, the same laugh she gave me in 1978 under Seattle's rain. Who's this? Torrin snaps. I stammer, wrong number, and hang up, my heart a jackhammer. She's with him, right now, on our anniversary week. The photos weren't enough, this call rips the veil off. Betrayal floods me, raw and jagged, like a blade twisting in my chest. I pace the apartment, knocking over a coffee mug. It shatters, just like my trust. I open my laptop, fingers flying, and draft an anonymous email to Maris's company HR, investigate Torrin Blake. Inappropriate conduct. I hit send before I can think twice, my pulse roaring. It's not revenge, it's justice. Or so I tell myself. I slump onto the couch, staring at the wedding photo. Maris, radiant, me grinning like I'd won the world. Flashback to 1987, Ethan's first birthday, Maris baking a lopsided cake while I wrestled with diapers. We were a team, unbreakable. Or so I thought. Now, at 65, I'm alone, the silence louder than Seattle's church bells outside. I think of Ethan, 35, with his own family. If I tell him, it'll shatter his image of us. Loneliness claws deeper, a familiar ache from nights spent working late, leaving Maris to raise the kids. Did I push her away? Was I too busy being the provider to see her drift? My phone pings, Vesper again. Soren, stop this. You're spiraling. Come over. I ignore it. She doesn't get it. This isn't about anger, it's about truth. But the truth hurts more than I expected, a wound that won't stop bleeding. I stand, grab my coat, and head to the Fairmont, driven by some reckless need to see it again. The lobby's festive, couples laughing, but I'm a shadow slipping through. I spot Maris and Torrin leaving the restaurant, her arm brushing his. My fists clench, nails biting my palms. I want to storm over, scream, but I don't. Vesper's voice echoes, "Don't burn your life down." I turn away, back to the car, the snow swallowing my footsteps. The truth is out, Maris is betraying me with Torrin. But what now? That email might cost her job, his too. Is that what I want? I don't know. At 65, I'm fighting for a marriage that might be gone, and the weight of it crushes me. What will that email do? What's Maris hiding next? Seattle's Christmas lights blur through the snow, but they can't pierce the darkness swallowing me. It's December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, gripping the steering wheel as I drive back from the Fairmont, Maris's betrayal burning in my chest. Last night, I heard her laugh through Torrin Blake's phone, her boss, her lover. I sent an anonymous email to her company's HR, a spark that could ignite her world. My wedding ring feels like a brand, searing my finger with 40 years of broken promises. My smartwatch buzzes, heart rate's a warning siren. Vesper's texts pile up, begging me to stop, to talk, but I'm beyond words. Rage courses through me, hot and reckless, drowning out the church bells echoing across Seattle. I pull into our apartment's garage, the engine's hum fading, but the storm inside me only grows. In the living room, the Christmas tree glows, mocking me with its cheer. Maris isn't home, another late meeting, she said. I pace, eyes landing on our wedding photo. Her smile, once my anchor, now a taunt. I grab the frame, wanting to smash it, and my fist slams the wall instead. The photo falls, glass shattering, shards glinting like my fractured trust. Silence follows, heavy, suffocating. I sink to the floor, staring at the broken frame, my breath ragged. The room feels smaller, the walls closing in. Flashback to 1995, Maris and I arguing over a maxed-out credit card, Ethan crying upstairs. "We're drowning, Soren," she shouted. I worked overtime, paid it off, but the strain lingered. Now, at 65, I'm drowning again, not in debt but in betrayal. If we divorce, what happens to our savings, our home? The fear of financial ruin gnaws, a shadow behind my rage. My phone rings, Vesper. "Soren, you're scaring me," she says, voice tight. "What did you do?" I snap, I heard her with him, Vesper. "She's throwing us away." She pauses. "You're not this guy. Don't let anger burn everything you've built. Come over, please." I hang up, her words like ash. I don't want to be calm, I want to feel this, to let it consume me. I pour bourbon, the burn matching the fire in my gut. The silence returns, broken only by the snow tapping the window. I think of Ethan, 35, his kids calling me grandpa. If I tell him, it'll break his heart. Loneliness hits, a familiar ache from years of late shifts, leaving Maris to hold our family together. Did I drive her to Torrin? The thought fuels my anger, but it's a mirror, too, maybe I failed her first. I stand, kicking the broken glass aside, and check Maris's phone, left on the counter. A new text from Torin, tomorrow, same place. My hand shakes, rage flaring. I want to reply, expose her, but I stop. Vesper's right, anger's a trap. I set the phone down, breathing hard, trying to cage the fury. Anger destroys, I know that, but it's all I have left. At 65, I'm fighting for a marriage that might be ashes, and the weight of it crushes me. That email's out there, a ticking bomb. What will it do to Maris? To us? Will I confront her, or keep chasing this rage? Snow falls outside my Seattle apartment, a silent shroud over the city's Christmas glow. It's December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, sitting by the window, the broken wedding photo still scattered on the floor. Maris's betrayal with Torin Blake, her boss, is no longer a suspicion, it's a wound, bleeding since I heard her laugh through his phone. The anonymous email I sent to her company's HR hangs like a guillotine, but it hasn't dulled the pain. My wedding ring sits heavy, a 40-year vow now a mockery. My smartwatch hums, heart rate's high, a constant since that first text from Torin. Vesper's calls have stopped, her last text pleading, Soren, you're breaking. Let me help. I want to ignore her, to drown in this rage, but the anger's fading, leaving only suffering, raw and relentless, like a storm that won't pass. I light a candle, its flicker weak against the darkness. Maris is asleep in our bedroom, oblivious to the chaos she's unleashed. I open my laptop, start a blog post, fingers trembling as I type, 40 years, and she threw it away. The words spill out, her lies, Torin's voice, my shattered trust. I delete it before posting, the weight of it too much. I try meditating, using some 2025 app Vesper swore by, its soothing voice guiding my breath. It helps, barely. I look out the window and see an old man, maybe 70, lifting weights in the gym across the street, his determination sparking something in me. Hope? Maybe. But suffering dominates, a deep ache for the life I thought we had. I flash back to 1989, Maris nursing me through pneumonia, her hand cool on my fevered brow. You're my rock, she whispered. Now, at 65, that rock's crumbling, and I'm alone with the pieces. Vesper shows up unannounced, her knock sharp against the quiet. You look like hell, Soren, she says, stepping inside, her gray hair tied back. I slump on the couch, the candle smoke curling between us. I can't do this, I mutter. 40 years, gone. Vesper sits, her eyes soft but firm. Maris told me she's drowning at work, she says. Torin's pushing her to breaking. She feels you stop seeing her, Soren. I'm not excusing her, she's wrong, but she's human. I flinch, the words cutting. Unseen? I've been here, working, providing, loving. That's no reason to cheat, I snap. Vesper nods. It's not. But don't let this destroy you. Forgive, not for her, but for you. Start small, join a gym, talk to someone. You're stronger than this. I look away, her words a lifeline I'm not ready to grab. Suffering drowns out hope, but her voice plants a seed. I stand, pacing, the broken glass crunching under my shoes. Ethan, my son, 35, flashes in my mind. I can't tell him his mom's torn us apart, it'd break him. Loneliness grips me, a familiar shadow from years of late shifts, leaving Maris to raise our kids. Did I make her feel alone? The thought twists the knife. I glance at the gym across the street again, the old man still lifting, his grit a quiet challenge. Forgiveness feels impossible, but Vesper's right, suffering's a cage, and I need to break free. I breathe deep, the meditation app's calm lingering. Anger destroys, but so does pain. At 65, I'm fighting for myself now, not just a marriage. That email's out there, a bomb waiting to explode. Will I forgive Maris? Can I? Have you ever felt trapped by pain? Share your story below. The Seattle snow falls heavier, cloaking the city in a hush that mirrors the storm inside me. It's December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, walking through a frost-covered park, the bare trees stark against the gray sky. Maris's betrayal with Torrin Blake, her boss, has carved a wound that festers, her laugh on his phone, their hands touching, my anonymous email to her company's HR now a ticking bomb. My wedding ring feels like a shackle, binding me to 40 years of broken trust. My smartwatch buzzes, heart rate's elevated, a constant since that first text. Vesper's words from last night, urging forgiveness, cling to me, but suffering still rules. Today, Maris asked to meet here, her voice shaky over the phone. We need to talk, Soren. My gut twists. Does she know about the email? Or is she ready to confess? Maris waits on a bench, her red scarf bright against the snow, eyes fixed on the frozen pond. I sit, the cold seeping through my coat. What's this about? I ask, voice tight. She looks at me, eyes wet, and the air shifts. Soren, I've been lying, she says, voice breaking. Torrin, it's not what you think. My heart lurches, part rage, part dread. Then what is it? I snap. She takes a breath, words tumbling out. Torrin was blackmailing me. He threatened to tank our finances, expose old company deals I signed off on. I got close to him to protect us, to protect you. I stare, stunned, her words a punch. Protect me? You expect me to believe that? I say, voice rising. I heard you laughing with him, Maris. She flinches, tears falling. I had to play along. I hated it, Soren. I'm so sorry. Her voice cracks, raw, and for the first time, I see her fear, her shame. I stand, pacing, snow crunching under my boots. Shock battles disbelief. Blackmail? It explains the secrecy, the late nights, but not the pain. Flashback to 2001, Maris working late to secure a deal that saved our house from foreclosure. She sacrificed sleep, health, for us. Was this another sacrifice, twisted by Torrin's greed? I want to believe her, but the wound's too fresh. Why didn't you tell me? I ask, voice hoarse. I was ashamed, she whispers. I thought I could handle it. I look away, the pond's ice reflecting my turmoil. Vesper's advice, forgive for yourself, echoes, but forgiveness feels like surrender. I think of Ethan, our son, 35, unaware of this mess. If Maris is telling the truth, what does it mean for us? Loneliness lingers, a shadow from years of drifting apart, but her confession cracks the darkness, letting in a sliver of empathy. I sit again, closer, my anger softening. I send an email, I admit, voice low. To your HR. About Torrin. Her eyes widen, fear flashing. Soren, no, she says, but there's no blame, only resignation. It's done, I say, firmer. He deserves it. She nods, silent, and we sit, the snow falling around us. The truth changes everything, but it doesn't heal, not yet. Understanding is a start, but it's fragile. At 65, I'm caught between rage and empathy, fighting for a marriage I don't fully understand. That email's out there, a fuse lit. What will it do to Maris? To Torrin? Will I believe her story, or is there more she's hiding? Seattle's gym hums with the clank of weights and the buzz of 2025 fitness apps, a stark contrast to the snow piling up outside. It's late December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, standing awkwardly in a gym, sweat dripping as I fumble with a smartwatch app, Fitbit's latest, supposedly senior-friendly. Maris's confession yesterday, that she got close to Torrin Blake to protect our finances from his blackmail, flipped my world. I send an anonymous email to her company's HR, a fuse still burning, but rage has dulled to a quiet ache. My wedding ring, still on, feels lighter, though trust remains a ghost. Vesper's words, forgive for yourself, pushed me here, to this gym, to rebuild something, maybe me. My smartwatch beeps, mocking my clumsy swipes. A young trainer, Jake, chuckles. Need a hand, man? I grin, embarrassed. Tech's not my thing. He shows me, and I laugh, first time in days. I'm lifting weights, muscles protesting but waking up. The gym's alive, old guys like me, some younger, all chasing something. I joined after seeing that 70-year-old across the street, his grit a spark. Today's my second session, and it feels good. I pause, catching my breath, and think back to 1980, Maris and I hiking Rainier, young and fearless, her cheering me up the trail. "You're unstoppable, Soren," she said. That guy is still in me, buried under 40 years in betrayal. I check the app, 20 reps, not bad for an old-timer. Jake claps my shoulder. "You're killing it, Soren." His grin's infectious, and for a moment, hope flickers, a candle in the storm. But Maris's face lingers, her tears, her shame. Is she telling the truth? I want to believe her, but the wound's raw. Later, I join a divorce support group Vesper found, held in a community center near Pike Place. The room's warm, coffee brewing, a circle of chairs filled with folks my age, their stories echoing mine. A guy, Tom, 68, shares his ex's affair. "Thought I'd never climb out of that hole," he says, voice steady. But I did, one step at a time. I nod, clutching my coffee. "I'm Soren," I say, voice rough. "My wife, she says it was blackmail, not love." I don't know what to believe. The group listens, no judgment. A woman, Ellen, 62, leans in. "Truth takes time, Soren. Focus on you for now." Her words hit home, echoing Vespers. I think of Ethan, my son, 35, still in the dark. Loneliness stings, but this group, these strangers, feels like a lifeline. I'm not alone in this mess. Back at the gym, I try a treadmill, the app syncing my steps. It crashes, typical 2025 tech. Jake laughs, resetting it. "You'll get the hang of it, Soren." I chuckle, the lightness surprising me. Self-reliance is a muscle, and I'm working it, one rep at a time. Maris's confession opened a door, empathy, maybe, but I'm not ready to walk through. That email's out there, a wild card. At 65, I'm rebuilding, not just for her, but for me. The gym, the group, their steps, small but solid. What's Maris doing now? Will I confront her, or let this new strength guide me? Seattle's snow dusts the streets, softening the city's edges, but nothing softens the truth I'm about to face. It's late December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, sitting in a dimly lit Starbucks near Pike Place, the smell of roasted coffee thick in the air. Maris's confession in the park, that she got close to Torrin Blake to shield our finances from his blackmail, still spins in my head. I send an anonymous email to her company's HR, a spark that could burn her career. My wedding ring, still on, feels like a question mark after 40 years. My smartwatch buzzes, heart rate's up, a steady warning since this nightmare began. Vesper's advice to forgive for myself echoes, but empathy battles distrust. Maris texted an hour ago, "Meet me at Starbucks." I need to explain everything. My gut churns. Is this the end, or a new beginning? I sip my black coffee, waiting, the weight of our marriage pressing down. Maris walks in, her red scarf stark against her pale face, eyes hollow. She sits, hands trembling as she cradles a latte. "Soren," she starts, voice low, "I owe you the whole truth." I lean forward, jaw tight. "You said Torrin blackmailed you," I say, voice steady but sharp. "What else?" She looks down, tears brimming. "He threatened to expose a deal I signed years ago, shady, but legal. It'd ruin us, our savings, Ethan's inheritance." I played along, got close, to keep him quiet. I hated every second. Her voice breaks, raw with shame. "Why not tell me?" I demand, louder than intended. "We're partners, Maris." She flinches. "I was scared you'd hate me," she whispers. "I thought I could fix it alone." Her words hit hard, fear, shame, sacrifice. I see her now, not just the betrayer, but a woman trapped. Still, the pain lingers. "I heard you laugh with him," I say, voice cracking. "That killed me." She sobs, "It was an act, Soren. I swear." The coffee shop hums, baristas calling orders, cups clinking, but our table is an island of silence. A memory flashes, 1998, Maris working late to save our mortgage, her exhaustion a silent gift to our family. Was this another gift, twisted by Torrens' greed? I lean back, wrestling with her truth. "I sent that email," I say, voice flat. "To HR. About Torren." Her eyes widen, fear flashing. "Soren," she breathes, but no anger follows, only defeat. "I deserve it," she says softly. "I broke us." Her admission, raw and unshielded, cracks my defenses. Empathy surges, but trust is a bridge we can't rebuild, not yet. "I'm filing for divorce," I say, the words heavy but clear. "Not out of hate, Maris. For me." She nods, tears falling, no fight left. "I understand," she whispers, voice barely audible over the clink of a coffee cup hitting the counter. I stand, needing air, and step outside, snow swirling around me. Divorce feels like freedom, but it's laced with loss, 40 years, our home, our shared dreams. Ethan, 35, doesn't know yet, telling him will be a knife. Financial stress looms, splitting assets at 65 is a gamble, our savings fragile. But Maris's truth, her sacrifice, shifts something. Justice comes from honesty, not revenge, and this conversation, painful as it is, feels like a step toward it. I think of the gym, the support group, small anchors in this storm. At 65, I'm choosing myself, not just surviving her betrayal. That email's fallout is coming, HR's already investigating, rumors say. What will it do to Maris? To us? Will I stand by my choice, or waver? Seattle's courthouse looms under a gray December sky, its stone facade as unyielding as the choice I'm about to make. It's late December 2023, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, standing in a sterile lawyer's office, the air thick with ink and regret. Maris's confession, that she got close to Torren Blake to protect our finances from his blackmail, shifted my anger to empathy, but not enough to save us. In our Starbucks showdown, I told her I'm filing for divorce, not out of hate, but for me. The anonymous email I sent to her company's HR is stirring trouble, Torren's under investigation, whispers say. My wedding ring, still on, feels like a relic, 40 years of love now a question of legacy. My smartwatch buzzes, heart rate's high, a steady drum since this betrayal began. Vesper's words, "Forgive for yourself," echo, but today's about self-reflection, about choosing who I am at 65. I'm not just surviving Maris's lies, I'm defining my future. The lawyer, a brisk woman named Karen, slides papers across the desk. "Sign here, Mr. Caldwell," she says, her pen tapping. I hesitate, the pen heavy. "This splits assets evenly," she adds. "Your savings, the apartment, retirement funds." I nod, but my mind's on Ethan, our son, 35, with his kids. Dividing our wealth at 65 feels like gambling our legacy, leaving less for them. "It's fair," I say, voice low, and sign. The scratch of the pen is final, a line drawn through 40 years. I slide my ring off, place it in a small box, and tuck it in my pocket. It's not anger, it's freedom, a choice to let go. Karen nods, professional but kind. "You're doing what's right for you," she says. I manage a half smile, but inside, I'm wrestling. Who am I without Maris? A provider, a father, a man, can I rebuild that alone? I step outside, snow swirling, and drive to a community center for a startup workshop Vesper pushed me toward. The room's buzzing, folks my age, some younger, scribbling ideas. I'm here to plan a gym for seniors, inspired by my own workouts. A mentor, Greg, 70, grins as I pitch it. "That's got legs, Soren," he says. "You're building something real." His words spark pride, a flicker of hope. I flash back to 1983, Maris and I dreaming of a big life, her cheering my every step. That dream's gone, but this one's mine. I sketch plans, my smartwatch tracking steps as I pace, ideas flowing. Ethan's face haunts me. His kids, my grandkids, deserve a legacy, not just money, but a grandfather who didn't break. Divorce splits assets, but it can't split my resolve to leave them something meaningful. Back home, I sit by the Christmas tree, its lights dimmer now. The empty ring finger feels strange, but right. I think of Maris, alone somewhere, facing HR's probe. Her sacrifice, twisted as it was, saved us once. I forgive her, not for us, but for me, to move forward. Self-reflection cuts deep at 65. I was a provider, but not always a partner. I built a family, but lost her along the way. This divorce, this gym, they're my answer, a new legacy. The emails fallout is near, Torrens on thin ice, Maris too. At 65, I'm choosing myself, but the cost weighs heavy. What will divorce do to us? Will my gym dream take root? Seattle's snow has eased, leaving a crisp January 2024 morning that hums with possibility. I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, standing outside my new senior gym, its neon sign flickering to life, silver strength. The divorce papers I signed weeks ago caught my 40-year marriage to Maris, but they also caught my chains. Her confession, that she got close to Torrin Blake to shield our finances from his blackmail, softened my anger, but trust was gone. My anonymous email to her company's HR sparked an investigation, and whispers say Torrin's on the ropes. My ring's off now, tucked in a box, a relic of a past I've let go. My smartwatch beeps, heart rate's steady, a change from the chaos of December. Vesper's words, forgive for yourself, and the gym's grind have fueled me. Today, I'm not just surviving betrayal, I'm building a legacy, for me, for Ethan, my 35-year-old son, and his kids. Inside, the gym buzzes, weights clank, seniors chatter, 2025 fitness apps hum on smartwatches. I'm guiding Frank, a wiry 72-year-old, through a deadlift. Keep your back straight, Frank, I say, grinning as he grunts. He nails it, and we high-five. You're a beast, Soren, he laughs. I fumble with the gym's new treadmill app, Strava's senior mode my ass, and it crashes. Frank chuckles, tech's gonna kill us before the weights do. I laugh, the sound foreign but welcome. This place, these people, are my anchor. I flash back to 1985, Maris and I fixing up our first fixer-upper, her cheering as I hammered nails. That teamwork's gone, but I'm hammering a new dream now. A woman, Clara, 68, approaches, her eyes bright. This gym's saving me, Soren, she says. Lost my husband last year. It's home. Her words hit deep, legacy isn't just for Ethan, it's for them, too. I drive to Ethan's house that afternoon, the snow-dusted suburbs quiet. He opens the door, his kids tackling me with hugs. Grandpa, they squeal. I hand Ethan a framed family photo, Maris, me, him, Lila, from happier days. This is yours, I say, voice thick. No matter what, we're us. He nods, eyes searching. Mom told me about the divorce, he says softly. You okay, Dad? I swallow hard. Getting there, I say. Building something new. A gym, for folks like me. His smile, proud but sad, warms me. Financial stress looms, divorce halved our savings, and the gym's a gamble, but Ethan's trust, his kids' laughter, is worth more than money. I'm leaving them a legacy of resilience, not just dollars. Back at the gym, I join a community running group, a new venture spurred by Clara's idea. We jog through Pike Place, snow crunching, my smartwatch tracking miles. You're a natural, Soren. Clara calls, panting. I grin, winded but alive. Action builds legacy, I realize, not just dreams. Maris's sacrifice saved us once, but this gym, this community, is my salvation now. At 65, I'm reborn, not whole, but stronger. The HR probe's closing and Torrens out, they say, and Maris might be next. Will I reach out to her? Or keep running forward? Seattle's community center glows with warm light, a haven against the January 2024 chill. I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, sitting in a circle of folding chairs, the smell of brewed coffee mingling with nervous hope. My divorce from Maris is final, a 40-year chapter closed after her confession. She got close to Torrin Blake to protect our finances from his blackmail. My anonymous email to her company's HR has torn out, and Maris is on leave, her career teetering. My ring's gone, stored in a box, but my smartwatch beeps steadily, heart rate's calm, a far cry from December's chaos. My gym, Silver Strength, is thriving, a legacy for Ethan, my 35-year-old son, and his kids. Vesper's words, forgive for yourself, and the gym's community have rebuilt me. Tonight, I'm hosting a divorce support group, sharing my story, not just surviving betrayal but finding strength in others. The room's packed, men and women, 60s and up, faces etched with pain but resilience. I stand, voice steady. I'm Soren, I say. My wife's betrayal broke me, but this gym, you're helping me rebuild. Nods ripple through the circle. Clara, 68, speaks up, her voice soft. Soren's gym gave me purpose after my husband's death. This group's my family now. Her words warm me, echoing my own journey. I think back to that 70-year-old lifter I saw months ago, his grit a spark that led me here. Tom, 68, shares next, his story of an ex's affair mirroring mine. You showed me I can keep going, Soren, he says, eyes shining. I nod, humbled. Community heals, I realize, stitching wounds I thought would never close. Ethan's face flashes, telling him about the divorce was hard, but he's proud, and that's enough. Maris walks in, unannounced, her red scarf loose, face pale. The room quiets. I need to say something, she says, voice trembling. Soren, I broke our trust. I thought I was saving us, but I was wrong. I'm sorry. No plea, no excuses, just raw regret. The group watches, silent. I stand, heart steady. I forgive you, Maris, I say, voice clear. Not for us, but for me. She nods, tears falling, and leaves. Her words don't rebuild our bridge, but they free me. I flash back to 1987, Maris and I laughing over Ethan's first steps, a team. That team's gone, but I'm not alone. Clara squeezes my hand, Tom claps my shoulder. Financial stress lingers, divorce drained half our savings, but this group, this gym, is richer than money. I'm leaving Ethan a legacy of grit, not just cash. Later, I organize a group run through Pike Place, snow dusting the market stalls. My smartwatch tracks our pace, Strava's app glitch-free for once. You're killing it, Soren. Clara calls, laughing. I grin, winded but alive. Community is my anchor, not Maris. At 65, I'm not just reborn, I'm connected, part of something bigger. The HR fallout's settled, Torrin's gone, Maris is jobless, starting over. Will she find her way? Will I keep this community growing? Seattle's winter sun breaks through the clouds, casting a glow on Silver Strength, my senior gym, now packed with laughter and clanking weights. It's February 2024, and I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, standing by the gym's entrance, its neon sign blazing proudly. My divorce from Maris, finalized after her betrayal, getting close to Torrin Blake to fend off his blackmail, freed me from 40 years of broken trust. My anonymous email to her company's HR ousted Torrin and left Maris jobless, starting over. My ring's gone, stored away, but my smartwatch hums steadily, heart rate's calm, a testament to months of grit. My gym's success, born from Vesper's push to forgive for yourself and the support group's strength, is my legacy for Ethan, my 35-year-old son, and his kids. At 65, I'm not just reborn, I'm resilient, building a life that outshines betrayal's shadow. Inside, the gym thrums, seniors lift, stretch, and swap stories, their 2025 smartwatches syncing with Strava apps. I'm coaching Clara, 68, on a bench press. You're a rock star, Clara. I say as she pushes through. She grins, sweat shining. This place saved me, Soren. I nod, her words fueling me. A letter arrives mid-session, handed by Frank, 72, our unofficial mailman. Fan mail, boss, he teases. It's from a gym member, Ellen, 62, silver strength gave me hope after my divorce. You're changing lives, Soren. My chest tightens, pride, not pain, for once. I flash back to 1983, Maris and I dreaming big in our tiny apartment, her cheering my every idea. That dream's dead, but this one's alive, built on my terms. I pin Ellen's letter on the gym's board, a trophy of resilience. I sit at my desk, drafting a blog post on Substack, a 2025 platform buzzing with stories like mine. Betrayal broke me, I write, but community rebuilt me. Silver strength is my proof. Comments flood in, strangers, seniors, sharing their own rebirths. You're an inspiration, Soren, one reads. I smile, typing replies, my smartwatch tracking my compulse. Ethan visits later, his kids trailing. This place is awesome, Dad, he says, eyeing the gym's bustle. You did this. His pride mirrors mine, a legacy richer than the savings divorce halved. Financial stress lingers, running a gym's costly, but these faces, Clara's grin, Frank's jokes, are worth every penny. I think of Maris, jobless, rebuilding alone. Her apology at the support group freed me, but her path's her own now. At dusk, I lead a group class, seniors lifting the jazz, snow dusting the windows. Push it. I call, and they do, laughing through the burn. Clara hands me a flyer for our next community run, her idea now a tradition. You've built something special, Soren, she says. I nod, throat tight. Resilience isn't just surviving, it's creating, connecting, leaving a mark. At 65, I'm not defined by Maris's betrayal but by this gym, this community. The HR fallout's done, Maris is finding work, they say. Will I ever reach out? Or will silver strength be my final word? Seattle's Elliott Bay sparkles under a December 2024 sunset, its light dancing across my apartment's windows. I'm Soren Caldwell, 65, standing in a room alive with laughter, the air rich with coffee and holiday cheer. My gym, Silver Strength, thrives, a beacon for seniors like me, born from the ashes of Maris's betrayal. Her confession last year, she got close to Torrin Blake to shield our finances from his blackmail, cracked my heart, but my divorce set me free. My anonymous email to her company's HR ended Torrin's career and cost Maris her job. She's rebuilding, I hear, far from here. My ring's in a box, a relic of 40 years, but my smartwatch hums calmly, heart rate steady, a victory over last year's chaos. Vesper's wisdom, forgive for yourself, in my community, Clara, Frank, Ethan, lit this path. Tonight's our gym's Christmas party, and I'm not just alive, I'm hopeful, whole, reborn. The apartment's packed, gym members, Ethan's family, Vesper sipping wine by the tree. Clara, 68, raises a glass. To Soren, she toasts. You built more than a gym, you built us. Cheers erupt, and I grin, throat tight. Ethan, 35, claps my shoulder, his kids tugging my sleeves. Proud of you, Dad, he says, eyes warm. I hand him a new photo, me, him, his kids at the gym's opening. This is us now, I say, voice thick. Financial strain lingers, divorce halved our savings, the gym's a gamble, but Ethan's pride, his kids' giggles, is my true legacy. I flash back to 1983, Maris and I dancing at our wedding, her laugh my world. That world's gone, but this one's richer, built on resilience, not promises. I pull the ring box from my pocket, open it, and set it on the mantle, the gold catching the tree's lights. It's not pain, it's peace. Vesper pulls me aside, her gray hair catching the glow. You're glowing, Soren, she says, smirking. What's the secret? I laugh. You, this gym, them. I nod at the crowd, then share a letter I got yesterday, from Maris. Soren, it read, I was wrong, but I protected you best I could. I'm starting over, finding peace. Thank you for forgiving me. The twist hits me again. Her betrayal wasn't lust but sacrifice, a desperate shield against Torrance threats. I forgave her, not for love, but for freedom. She's okay, I tell Vesper, voice steady. So am I. Vesper hugs me, fierce. You're more than okay, you're a damn inspiration. I smile, hope flooding me, a light I thought I'd lost. Outside, snow falls, dusting Pike Place. I step onto the balcony, the beige shimmer a mirror of my calm. My Substack blog, now viral, hums with comments, strangers inspired by my story. You gave me hope at 70, one reads. I'm 65, not defined by Maris's betrayal but by Silver's strength, by Ethan's pride, by Clara's grin. Rebirth is a gift, hard won but radiant. I raise my glass to the sky, toasting the community that saved me. Maris is out there, rebuilding. I'm here, complete. What's next for Silver's strength? For me? As I raise my glass to Silver's strength's Christmas lights, Ethan's smile anchors me. Betrayal taught me resilience, self-focus rebuilt my trust, forgiveness freed my heart. Maris's sacrifice, though flawed, was her fight for us. In 2025's era of self-reliance, community is my legacy. Strength rises from compassion, not revenge. You, too, can rebuild after loss. My secret? I mentor Maris's new gym, quietly, for hope. Share your rebirth below, subscribe.